All right, here we have another one. There's what's left over from our cobblestone, and we had a shit ton of it. So let's go to the back. I'll show you what we got. I did these stones a while ago for Paul and Mary. That's how I originally got hooked up with them. They liked my work. So as I was working next door, they wanted to plan. That was last year. They wanted to plan sometime in this year, put in a cobblestone patio. So Paul found all these cool cobblestones, and this was pretty much the same imprint, but it was concrete. So these things are pretty thick, so I had to take the concrete out and take some dirt out too, quite a bit. Get it down to where I needed to have it to put this patio in. Some of these things were thicker than others, and some of them are wider than others, and as you look at them, they're all different. So what we did was, once we got everything dug, we put in our border, we opened it off the wall. We have the notches on this side of the wall with the different color to match this house, and they did that stone to match their wall caps and stuff. Then they found this stuff which matches it and ties it all together. So once we got it all torn out, we were gonna pour it all with a truck, but then as weather and everything was going, I was like, no man, we're gonna get our own C-mix and we're gonna pour our own cement and we're gonna border it. So all this border, all this that I'm walking on, all this edging, we did that first. And we made sure everything fell that way, away from the house, drained good. And then on a Friday when it was raining, we had Juan come over and help us, and we poured all this field, I'll call this the field inside of the borders. We poured all this with concrete, about probably about 3.5 inches. We had mesh in it. And then we were able to put our cobblestones on top of that that base with a minimal amount of thin set, and it helped it go a lot faster. So, I don't know, we laid this probably in a couple of days. Then we had to grout it all with a special called light khaki, an Orco blend product, and we grouted it. And everything is dialed in. Everything flows good. It's old school, cobblestone, European, Irish, whatever. We put a drain over here because this is where everything comes to. We put a little extra effort into making that drain, and our client Paul and Mary say it drains great, so we're super stoked on that. But we had a bunch of cobblestones left over, and Mary was asking me, what else can you do, Shawn? What else can you do? So I told her, well, there was an old concrete mow curb out here that was broken, and you know, it looked okay, but it didn't look that great. So we started by putting some cobblestone right here and showing her what the cobblestone mow curb barrier between your grass and your planter looks like. So she was like, I love that. That looks really cool. So we did that there first, and then we did it over here, down and around the property. And what's cool about this property, it's on a corner, so you really get to see it. So we were doing our cobblestone. We still had some more cobblestone left. So I suggested maybe we put a little soldier course of flagstone, cobblestone, excuse me, in front of some of these trees to make it look cool. So we did it in front of the purple tree. If you look up there, I did one over that crepe myrtle on the other side of the driveway to kind of tie it in, which I think looks nice. I'm not sure what these multi-trunk trees are, but there was 3 of them. So I initially thought, okay, let's do those 3. That one, and that one down there. So we did them. And then we thought, well, maybe it'll be a nice one to put one down lower in front of that big crepe myrtle. So we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them all together, and it looks nice.
Are you taking pictures of it?
Taking a video of it so we can share it with you. There's Mary. She's the lady that lives here. Oh, well, believe it or not, she does live here. Live here. She lives here. She's a sweetheart. Anyway, so we used as many cobblestones as we could. They're not cheap, and we wanted to give them, you know, the most bang for their buck. What were they going to do with them if they didn't use them? There's a little pile left over, but I like it because you got some cobblestone down here, you got some stone up there, and you've got some stone in the hill, and I think it brings it all together. And I'll show you one more spot that I did that I think is pretty cool. I'm proud of it. Up here, back in the day, when I first met Paul and Mary, I put these caps on these walls, but they also had some big pieces of flagstone that they wanted to make into like a path, some stepping stones. So it's thick. That's pretty thick, heavy duty. So I put these down. They are on concrete, so they're not going to wiggle or wobble. And I made this walkway, and it's cool because this stone ties into the cap. And then look at, not perfect, got a little puddle here, but I made this little kind of a garden because they have a great view here, so they can look out, hang out over here, have their coffee, or you know, whatever. And then you look down, you can see the rings, you can see the cobblestone, you know, from different angles, which I think looks way more cooler than just a concrete mow curb. But you know, I'm a mason, that's what I do. So anyway, all the way around this place we have done a lot of stuff, man. And this stone is like heavy duty, very interesting, got a lot of texture to it, different colors to it. It's tough. Stuff's tough, man, I'll tell you that. It'll last. And I'll show you one more thing that's cool. Love It Labs gave that to Paul and Mary a while ago, the rain cross. The little orange for some love there, huh? Can you see yourself in there? So that's it. I just wanted to show you that. Here she is. See, I told you she lives here.
Love the work. Just love it.
That's what we like to hear.
Yes.
Every time.
Creative, wonderful, wonderful work.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yes.
it.
I wish I had some more work.
Well, we're running out of
What do we do
stones.
next?
We don't have too many stones left, but we're saving some for
But you're
work.
doing
There's
that
one
piece
more.
around the corner for me. Yeah,
There's
remember
one
that
more
little wall?
tree that I think is going to happen, so we saved some
Yes.
cobblestones for that little guy.
I actually called Roger's Garden today. I can't find those trees anywhere, those strawberry trees.
All right.
So I have to go to Orange County to get them. Did you finish down on the corner?
We did.
Turn me off that.
Okay.
You'll have to go by and visit it and check it out when the gates open. Jolynn.